All right, we're going to make a pivot point for the arm of the wagon, and these are two fence pole ends. It works out pretty good. They're galvanized. That's a smaller piece of sandpaper for the Dremel tool. Make sure you have your eye protection on, hand protection, and all that. I'm going to make a little noise. Well, the tip's not holding that sandpaper into place very well. It might just do the job anyway. The reason why I'm doing that is this Teflon thing has to fit through there. So that's the goal right now. Both these ends are going to pivot like this. Okay, going like this. And so we need to have the Teflon piece in the center there that this bolt will be going through. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video until I get this done, but you get the idea what needs to be done here. Now what I had to do is, after I got it in, I had to cut some of the spacer off, which is fine. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a washer on the bolt. Okay, a washer on the bolt. I'm going to put a Teflon washer on the bolt. I'm going to put it through one side. This is going to be my top side also. It's going to be on, when you're looking at it, it's going to be mounted like this. Alright, because we don't want to see the bottom part at all. So we want to put another Teflon down there, another galvanized washer there. We're going to put one nut there, all the way down. Put it all the way down the thing. We're going to tighten that down with a pair of a wrench or something. This one's going to keep it tight. So after we tighten this down and make this all tight to where this moves back and forth, that'll be a nice pivot point there. If this backs off at all, this one's going to keep it into place. That's the whole idea about that. Or you could put a lock washer on there if you wish. Downside of a lock washer, if you have to do any maintenance on this, you have to replace the lock washer. Alright, so hopefully we won't have to do that. Now what we need to do now is pound these guys in somehow. So what I do is I just put it there and then tap it down, and as far as they go. They're not going no more, and you can figure out just how deep it is. So when I put the set screws in, I want to come about the quarter way down. Alright, these things go down in size. So this is not going to go very deep at all. But this is where our pipe's going to go in. And we're going to screw the pipe onto this, screw it onto this side, and the pipe onto this. And just to make the pipe a continuing thing, have the disconnect out on the chair side of the whole thing. So this will come off with the when you disconnect from the chair. So that's the idea of this. I may want to pound that in some more. Put this guy on this side and pound it in. Okay, and we are ready to start drilling and setting the screws. That's going to hold this in each side. Now what you want to do is use a 7/64 with the 3/8 inch screws, the package that you got before. Drill 4 holes about 90 degrees apart from each other, looking at the circle, and then go ahead and screw them into place. They'll be nice and snug, and that thing's not going anywhere. You want to do the same thing to the other side. Now that the screws are all in, we need to test this out. Okay, I have this already tightened down, and you can see when one side moves, it moves with this. Okay, the bolt moves with it. When the other side moves, it doesn't. You want it to move kind of freely but still be tight. And you're going to take this, once that's tightened down to that point where the washers don't move around and stuff, you're going to put one of your, this is a 1/2 inch. You're going to put one on the bottom, hold it in place, and then tighten this guy down. And that's going to stop it from backing off. Alright, so that's the purpose of that. Alright, so now what we have to do is cut our pipe on the wagon the length of this to take that part out. And then with the consideration that we're going to put some of it in. So we're going to cut to the point of probably right here, because that's about how far the pipe's going to go in. Now if you feel better putting it in the pin up there and then connecting it, that might be better for you, but I got lucky enough to actually, it lined up good. Now here's a perfect example. Alright, and the tire's not hitting. It's not meant for really tight turns, but that's going to help release the pressure that's on that T up there a lot. So now the big test is, will the whole mechanism hold up to, you know, let's say 50 pounds? I think it will, because of just the hardware that's on it, the way everything is screwed into place, and it's well fastened down there. So I think this is going to be the final video on this. Hopefully there's not going to be a part 4. I may eventually just put it all together as one video. I just don't know if I want to do that or not. Okay, so make sure once again that you watch all 3 videos, maybe multiple times, before you attempt this, and take notes, good notes, and you can do it yourself. And of course, if you have a different kind of wheelchair than this, you want to make that bar a little shorter, longer, whatever it might be. All right, so hopefully you like the video. Share with a friend. Bye.